Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Matchday with Max. Forest have just beat Huddersfield 3-1 at the City Ground, of course, behind closed doors. I'm now joined by a Huddersfield fan after the game. First of all, your initial thoughts on that defeat for Huddersfield?
I think, not a good result for us. I think it was fairly even. I just think you guys took your chance as well. We looked really toothless in attack, which is a bit concerning. I think you got the second goal for you guys was just far too easy. But Graben for me was kind of like one of the main difference. He's proven championship striker. Just a really disappointing day all around. Really, I wasn't expecting much from the game, even though we have tended to play well against teams who are higher than us, and obviously we beat you guys earlier in the season. But yeah. I mean, obviously Bakuna getting sent off, that just kind of sums it for me. Just a frustrating day, and we're in the relegation zone, and I'm really, really concerned, if I'm completely honest.
You mentioned Bakuna there. I mean, he got sent off late on after a foul on Forest player Nuno da Costa. I mean, the Cowley brothers didn't even look at him or acknowledge him when he came off. I think that shows how furious, and as a manager, you must be pretty furious at that, because Huddersfield might have had a chance to still stay in the game and get something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I completely agree with why the Cowleys would do that. I think the game was gone, but you just don't do that. You don't do that in professional football. I know. I do think that's a bit cheeky from you, from the Forest striker, but that's football. It happens. You want to frustrate the opposition, and there's no need for that. And what is it, 2 or 3 games he's banned now? I did think he was actually quite decent when he came on, but just embarrassing, really, and stupid, I think. And
finally, as well, Huddersfield have got a really good squad on paper, and you mentioned earlier you beat us when Forest went through quite a rough patch near Christmas time. Do you think you've got enough about you to stay up, or do you think it's going to go right down to the wire?
It's a real tough one. I think the issue is we've been playing catch up all season, Max. We didn't win. Our previous manager, Yancey, that we didn't win for 8 games. We had 1 point after 8 games, so it's always going to be a tough season. The restart's not look great for us, if I'm being honest, based on the first 2 games, losing to Wigan and losing to yourselves.
Yeah.
Whereas I think we did look like we would be all right beforehand, but it's tough. It's the same conditions for everyone. I've not seen anything from these 2 games to suggest we're going to win. Being completely honest, I think we did play a lot better today than we did against Wigan. But it's tough. I mean, Luton seemed to be winning all of a sudden. Barnsley performing well. Hull, drew 3-3. I think it's going to be really tight. I think the thing for Huddersfield is we're playing teams that have nothing to play for. So Birmingham, Reading, Sheffield Wednesday, and and obviously we've got Luton at home, and I think that's such a crucial game. But it looks bad. I think I'm really concerned. It's the first time I have been really concerned this season, if I'm being completely honest. Not a lot to take from that game.
Good luck. Hopefully you stay up, and fingers crossed get a few more wins during this behind the closed doors fixture list. But thanks very much for your time today, mate. It's much appreciated.
No, cheers, Max. Thanks for having me on.
Full time then, guys. Forest beat Huddersfield 3-1 at the City Grounds. What a result! That was a great performance, Emily.
Yes, it was. Although I have to say that I think Huddersfield, particularly in the second half, had us really, didn't they?
I agree.
And at 2-0, I was really worried about conceding that goal and then potentially losing 3-2 or even drawing 2-2. But now that full-time's final whistle's gone and that we've got the 3 points, we won 3-1, brilliant performance. And it was a team performance today, wasn't it? Delighted for Grabs to get the 2 brilliant goals. Both of them were fantastic with superb crosses in, and also Yatesy, Nottingham lad, getting a goal as well. He's had a lot of stick, hasn't he, from fans, but to actually get a goal and seal the win for us was just a joy to watch.
Yeah, as well as having Emily, BBC East Midlands Today reporter on, we've got ex-Forest defender Julian Bennet. Julian, from a player point of view, over lockdown, it must have been so. I mean, you've never experienced anything like it in your career. How hard do you think it's been for the Forest squad, especially with all that momentum going in towards the end of the season, ready for the playoffs? How hard do you think it's been for them not only to keep training over lockdown and keep scheduled in and everything like that, but also pick themselves back up and go again and have these run of games coming up.
Yeah, you're right. Like you say, it's unprecedented times. This is no one's ever experienced this before in their lifetimes. But I think with regards to keeping fit, I know all the guys would have had their training programs and would have to have completed it in self-isolation, which is difficult in itself. But again, these guys are elite athletes, so they'll be keeping themselves in tip-top shape as best they can. And as the restrictions have eased, so to speak, and returned safely back to the training ground and got underway. But the biggest thing is you can keep fit, but there's nothing in comparison with compares to first team matches. You can do all the running, you can do all the training, but until you get out there on the pitch, that's where it counts most, the match practice. And I think I've been really impressed. I watched the Sheffield Wednesday game as well. I know we conceded late on from a set play, but again today I think we look like we've took another step forward with regards to our fitness. Another 90 minutes under the belt for the whole team, and like you say, it was a great game to get 3 goals at home. It was really exciting. Disappointed, as we spoke about earlier, to concede the penalty late on. But I think, as we said, I think the ref was just kind of balancing things out because they had a great shout for a penalty early on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 3 points safely secured. A lot of minutes under the belt for everyone and a great team performance. That's what was very impressive. Obviously, Grab's got the goals. Yatesy as well, which is brilliant. Nice to see our homegrown lads getting goals.
Yeah.
Mighton had a chance at the end as well, which I was really rooting for. Obviously, Johnson, Jono playing as well. So yeah, a great team performance. And Amiobi, wow, one of his biggest fans as well. I think obviously signing him, and then he's signed a new deal. And his performance, goal line clearance as a defender, I see all these things early on in the first half when he made a goal line clearance, and that's what you want. I think as a team, we attack together, defend together, and that's brilliant.
Julian, you mentioned so many players there that had outstanding performances. Emily, who do you think was man of the match? I mean, Joe Worrell, setting the drum for that first goal. As a centre back, a fantastic cross, and watching it on the TV, we must have forwarded it back about 3 times just to watch it again, and especially the finish from Graben as well. Who was your outstanding player? Who was your man of the match?
Yeah, it's really hard to pick because, as Julian said, it really was a team performance today. I thought Amiobi was outstanding. I thought Brees was brilliant, actually, in goal. Very unfortunate to concede that late goal. But I guess the obvious choice has to be Grabs, doesn't it? I mean, they were awesome finishers. For me, he's the best striker in the Championship.
I agree.
Yeah.
And Julian as well. I mean, this is probably the most exciting season that Forest have had in a while. Do you think that, we've seen Brentford who beat West Brom the other night and then kind of just pushing towards the automatics now. We're now 4th. Do you think we've got enough about us to kind of push just late on and try and steal one of those automatic promotion spots, or do you think it's going to be playoffs?
Again, it's that's going to be the target. Of course it is. Whilst there's an opportunity there, as a player, you're always going to be aiming for the highest level, so to speak. And I think, but we have got to consolidate the playoff position. And it's that classic, and I know the guys will be saying that, the cliche, we're going to take each game as a time as it is. Yeah. And that's what they'll be doing. You can't be thinking about, what ifs and what buts. It's about, now we've got our next home game against Bristol, so we just need to make sure we take care of that. Obviously, we've got the Derby away fixture, fantastic, and then another pivotal game in this kind of promotion push at home to Fulham. So I think then we can start looking how they've been performing, because I know Fulham have got your Cardiffs and a few tricky games as well. So yeah, anything is possible while mathematically it's available.
Julian, Emily, thanks very much for your time. If you have enjoyed this post-match reactions, remember to give it a like, subscribe, and share. See you next time, Max, and come on, you Reds, everybody.
Yes, come on, you Reds.
Thanks,
yeah.
guys.